Hiring a personal trainer can be one of the best investments you ever make, or one of the most expensive ways for you to spin your wheels. The truth is, not every trainer is a good trainer. In this video, we're going to cover why having a good trainer even matters, the real role of a trainer, the kind of trainer-client relationship you should expect, the exact questions to ask in an interview, how to know if you found the right trainer, and the biggest red flags to watch for. Let's get into it. Some people hire a trainer because they want growth, progress, and education. Others hire a trainer because they just want company, validation, or someone to hold their hand while they just go through the motions. One of those leads to transformation. The other just wastes your time and money. And at the center of that difference is one word: challenge. A good trainer will challenge you. A bad trainer won't. And challenge is what sharpens you. This is where a lot of people get it wrong. A trainer isn't just there to make you sweat. They're not an entertainer. They're not a rep counter. A good trainer matters because training is about more than a workout. Training is where you confront the habits that hold you back. That includes in your mind. It's where you sharpen not only your body, but your mindset, your discipline, your worldview. It's where you practice for the biggest battles of life: aging, hardships, stress, responsibility. And here's the deeper truth. Our culture trains people to avoid challenge, to dodge discomfort, to cancel truth when it hurts. We glorify convenience, we numb ourselves with distractions, and we celebrate validation over growth. And it's making us weak, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and in our very sense of purpose. That's why a good trainer matters, because this isn't just about you. When you step into challenge, you're not only building yourself, you're pushing back against a culture of weakness. You're building the strength that your family, your community, and even your society needs in order to thrive. Some people are genuinely hungry to learn. They want to understand their body, build strength, fix weaknesses, and grow, and that's amazing. And then there are others who just want someone to keep them company. They want a human alarm clock, a paid friend in gym clothes, or just someone who's telling them, "You're doing great," no matter what. That's not training. That's outsourcing ownership. You don't need a professional for that. You can get that from a gym buddy for free. The role of a trainer is not to hold your hand or to keep you entertained. The role of a trainer is to have a plan, to look at you, your movement, your mindset, your body, and know where the weak links are, where your blind spots live, and then to strengthen them, both mind and body. I see my job as so much more than assessing your movement, writing a program, or counting reps and saying one more when it gets hard. That's the surface level stuff. My real job is to challenge you for life, because training is more than fitness. It's a practice in humility, courage, patience, and persistence. And challenge isn't just physical. Challenge is mental. Challenge is about your worldview. It's about confronting the story you've been telling yourself about what you can and can't do and replacing it with the truth. A good trainer will challenge your excuses, your limits, and even the way you see yourself, because challenge is what sharpens you. And when people aren't challenged, they stagnate, they weaken. We can see that in the world around us. Comfort is glorified, excuses are normalized, and truth is often seen as offensive or subjective. But the body and the mind were built for challenge. Discomfort isn't the enemy, it's the environment where growth happens. A good trainer's job is to help you remember that and to practice it. For me, and for all trainers who take this work seriously, this role is much deeper than fitness. It's cultural. It's spiritual, because when we raise up people who can't handle discomfort, who run from truth, who resent accountability, we don't just get weak individuals. We get a weak society. A good trainer steps into the gaps, unafraid of the resistance, because resistance is where iron sharpens. It's what makes us stronger. The relationship between a trainer and a client isn't about dependency, it's about partnership. You're not there to lean on them, you're there to learn from them. And their job isn't to fix you, it's to teach you how to fix yourself. A good trainer has humility. They'll admit when they don't know something. They'll see failure not as shameful, but as an opportunity to learn for both of you. They'll often see the potential in you that scares you, and they'll hold that vision until you can believe it for yourself. Sometimes a good trainer will care more about your growth than you do. They will carry that belief until you are ready to pick it up. That's uncomfortable, but that's challenge, and challenge is what sharpens you. And here's something important. The person who should have the most responsibility over your body is you. A good trainer should not have to cue every single rep of an exercise you've done 100 times. That's not training, that's babysitting. Training done right creates independence, not dependence. And yes, it challenges you to step up. So when you sit down for an intro or assessment, here are some questions to ask. What's your education or certification background? Because here's a little secret. Followers, brand deals, or posing on Instagram, that's not education or experience. That's just the algorithm doing the heavy lifting. What's your training philosophy? Do they believe in challenging you, teaching you, or just making you tired? Do they stick to real fundamentals or throw in flashy, trendy moves for the gram? How do you assess clients before writing a program? A good trainer knows that how you move tells them everything. It shows how much ownership you have over your body, how tuned in you are, how connected you are to what you're doing. What's your plan for progression? If a trainer starts your session with, "So what do you want to work on today?" That's a red flag. They should already have a plan. Yes, they should check in on aches and pains and if there's something you want to work on, but your program shouldn't be improvised on the fly. How do you measure progress beyond weight loss? A good trainer knows progress is about more than numbers. It's behavior change, it's mindset, it's resilience, it's who you're becoming in the process.
Do they include nutritional guidance or lifestyle coaching in their training? Because the truth is, progress doesn't just happen in the 1 hour you're in the gym, and your nutrition and how you fuel your body is just as important as how you use your body.
Their answers will tell you if they're serious about your growth or just about collecting sessions. You'll know you found a good trainer if after the first assessment, they can explain your strengths and weaknesses clearly. If they point out things you didn't even realize about your posture, your breathing, your movement. If you feel like you learned something right away, not just burned calories. You'll know you found a good trainer if you leave the session feeling both encouraged and challenged, proud of what you did, but also aware of what needs work. That balance, that mix of truth and challenge, that is the sign of a professional who cares about your transformation and your progress. So on the flip side, let's talk about the not so good trainers. They won't challenge you. They'll play it safe. They'll mirror back what you want to hear instead of telling you what you need to hear. They'll strive to please you, not challenge you. They'll push you just to make you soar, not to solve a problem or build you up. They won't have a clear philosophy or mission, just, whatever you want them to be in that moment. They don't have the courage or the intuition to hold up the mirror of truth, so instead, they keep you comfortable. They keep you stuck. And comfort feels good in the moment, but it doesn't change you. A trainer who avoids challenge avoids growth for you and for them, and for our society. So here are some red flags. They will never assess you. They just jump right into the workouts with no idea what your body needs. They're on their phone during their sessions. Listen, if they can't give you their focus, they're not invested in your progress. They load you heavy before teaching you how to move light. That's not coaching, that's negligence. They never tell you the uncomfortable truth. If you've never left a session feeling called out in a good way, you're not being trained, you're being babysat. They let your excuses fly instead of confronting them. They push you randomly. More sweat, more soreness without purpose. That's entertainment, not training. They make the session about them, their physique, their stories, their ego.
They can't adapt. If every session looks the same, or if they ignore your current reality, whether you're running on no sleep, dealing with back pain, or needing a regression to move safely, they're not coaching. A good trainer knows how to meet you where you are and still move you forward.
If you see these, walk away. Because you're worth more than this. You're not paying for comfort, you're paying for change. And the only way change happens is through challenge. And you matter. And here's something that doesn't get said enough. Trainers can fire clients, and clients can fire trainers. If you're a client who refuses to put in effort, dodges accountability, and treats the session like babysitting, don't be surprised if a good trainer lets you go. Because their job is to challenge and equip, not drag someone who doesn't take ownership. But on the flip side, if your trainer isn't challenging you, holding you accountable, teaching you, or giving you a clear plan, you owe it to yourself to walk away. Staying in a bad training relationship wastes your time, your money, and your potential, not to mention your view of yourself and your body. A healthy partnership means both people are all in. At the end of the day, a good trainer is about challenge, truth, and ownership. They'll guide you, support you, and give you feedback, but you do the work. And here's the bigger picture. You are capable of more than you realize, and a good trainer knows that, and they train you for it. They don't just train for aesthetics, or even just for health. They train you for your future self, for your loved ones, for your community, for the way you touch this world while you're here, and the legacy you leave when you're gone. Because we're not just training these bodies. We're shaping people who can withstand resistance in the gym and in life. And resistance is what strengthens us. It's what makes society thrive. Good trainers don't just count reps. They step into the gaps where truth is missing. They hold the line against weakness. They refuse to let people grow soft and stagnant. Because weak people don't just hurt themselves, they weaken the world around them. Challenge is what sharpens you. Mind, body, worldview. And when the trainer-client relationship is right, it's one of the most powerful relationships you'll ever have. So here's my send-off for you. Don't look for comfort. Look for challenge. Because the moment you embrace it, you'll discover that you're training not only for yourself, but for everyone who depends on you, for the time you've been given, and for the legacy you leave behind.